the time I was a little kid growing up in Brooklyn, I've always enjoyed traveling. There were two places my mom used to take me. One was to the church, and the other was on a subway train heading down to Coney Island. Church had the kind of water they call holy. Coney Island had the kind of water where Flipper would go to buy heroin. Since then, my life has taken me to more glamorous shores. But I still remember those days in Brooklyn, and I still remember my mom's advice about traveling. Always bring a little something from home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Jeni.
You sound good. Sounding good. Ask me how I am. I'm very well, thank you. Very nice to be in Southern California, where people feel no need to make any sense. Yes. People just walking around going, earthquake, whatever. Riot, hey, bring it on. Drive-bys, come on, you can't live your life in fear because, is that a cigarette? Run for your lives, there's smoke near it. Oh my God, it got on me, watch this. There's smoke. I'm faint, someone get me a frozen yogurt and a motivational cassette tape. Explain this to me, ladies and gentlemen. Cigarette smoking, disgusting. Barf. Cigar smoking, cool. Tiny 5-minute cigarettes, gross. Big 2-hour cigars, totally cool. Women are smoking cigars. All I have to say about that is if women wanted to take up a disgusting male habit, how about sleeping with anyone that walks and never calling again? When we all could have been pals. We all could have been friends then. I love a gal with a cigar. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Some guys want to be with a woman who looks like Cindy Crawford in the boudoir, not me. I like a gal who looks a lot like Edward G. Robinson. A beautiful woman in a sexy pose with a big stinky stogie on the side of the bed. Soft and feminine, but not afraid to tell you what pleases her. Like so. All right, here's the way it's gonna be. I don't have time for foreplay. I'm a busy girl. Take your pants off. Let's see what you got. Oh, that's it, eh? A short order cook. All right, let's get started anyway. Suck my toes, the big one, the small one, the one that hangs out too far. And I don't want to get pregnant, so in the end you pull it out. Beat it, scram, take a powder, go on, get out of here. To me, that's attractive. I don't know about the rest of the crowd. See, isn't this a good job being a comedian? What do you think? Yeah, that's what I used to think. I thought it'd be a great job. I thought I'd be out staying in all these different hotels. And then you find out you're always in the same exact hotel. Every hotel is a place where the English words "do not disturb" mean wait till I'm naked and barge in with a vacuum. The minute you're naked, in they come, just they know. They just... Lo siento. I come back. I'm sorry. I did not know. Every hotel is the same. They only have 2 settings on the thermostat in the hotel. Here are your choices. Arctic Circle or hatching baby chicks. Them's the 2. Either sweat through the mattress or wake up and the room is so cold there's a penguin in your bed eating your complimentary chocolate. It's cold in here. But you know what you're paying for in the hotel? The convenience. Yes, if you're hungry in that hotel, a $13 English muffin is just a phone call away. That's right. I called him up. I'd like an English muffin, one crappy little muffin, please. That's all I want. Just a little muffin. Bang! A guy comes wheeling a conference table in the room. He's got a big dome on the muffin, big flourish. The muffin! I am Sir Robin of room service. That will be $13, friend. Do you have a straw? What for? I know for $13, I'm assuming the nooks and crannies are filled with cocaine, Sir Robin. How could you charge me that much money? It's a muffin. How could it be so much? I'm wearing a vest. You should be wearing a condom for what you're doing in this room. It's a muffin. Yes, folks, I thought it would be a glamorous, exciting job. I thought I'd be out with the chicks every night. Most nights, there I am, back in the hotel, 4 in the morning, eating peanuts out of the minibar. Sitting on my bed in my underwear. There's nobody on television at 4 a.m. except people like this. Click, hi. How would you like to own the vertical chicken cooker? How much would you expect to pay for the vertical chicken cooker? And then the guy has the nerve to go, wait, don't answer. Like you're answering the guy. Like you're in the bed going, well, that chicken cooker is probably about a $25. Wait, sorry. Don't yell at me, you chicken bastard. I'm sensitive. There's nobody on that TV at 4 in the morning. Just people selling ridiculous products. They have a guy who can teach you how to have a better memory. You seen this guy? Anybody remember his name? There you go. You should have bought the tape. Harry Lorraine, that's his name. And he goes, click, hi, I can teach you how to have a better memory and a happier life. How does that sound? You're going, that sounds like a bunch of crap, get off. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't have a better memory and a happier life. It's one or it's the other. Hey, if you really want to be happy, the best way is to have a worse memory and forget all the crap that's been depressing you since the 4th grade. I mean, if this guy, thanks, oh, quit it. If this guy is really serious about making you happy, he should teach you a useful mental skill, like, you know, denial. That can cheer a person up. Why don't they have that guy on television? Click, hi, I'm an expert on total denial. Millions have achieved happiness by never dealing with reality. With my program called That's My Story, and I'm sticking to it. Wait, there's more. You'll learn nothing is ever your fault with the denial technique of circular reasoning. Let's say you're depressed because you got fired from your job. Start reasoning in a circle and you'll be happy. You'll say, well, I got fired for drinking on the job. I knew if I drank, they'd fire me. Hey, if I did something I knew would get me fired, maybe I didn't want the job. And if I don't have a job I didn't want in the first place, I couldn't have got fired. God damn it, I quit. The drinks are on me. Let somebody else season those curly fries for a while. Order the denial tape today, and if you're not satisfied, you are. You know how that goes. Click. Late night TV is the place to be if you want to lose weight. Any fat people here? I didn't think so. Let's move on. There's always a guy going, it's not your fault you're overweight, you're a victim. Really? I don't know. When I was a kid, I was a fat little kid for a few years, and after careful research, I came to the exciting conclusion, hey, I think I'm eating too much. It was kind of my fault. You know who should have a late night diet plan? Some idiot from my old neighborhood in Brooklyn who's too stupid to lie. A little tough love, some guy with the Joey Falco diet plan. Just a regular moron on TV in the middle of the night. Click, hey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, listen, if you're overweight, you gotta try my diet plan. It's worked for millions of people with your problem. It's called Stop Eating, You Fat Bastard. Come here, I'm serious. Now, here's a guy who writes me a letter. He says, hey, Joey, how do I know if I am a fat bastard? That's a very good question. Here's 3 ways to know. 1, when you go to a buffet, do the waitresses put on riot hats? Does that happen to you? 2, do you ever find yourself short of breath after combing your hair? 3, do you ever put money in your front pocket and then realize you ain't wearing no pants? Chances are you're a fat bastard. So you send me, Joey, $1 and I'll send you my tape. It ain't videotape, it ain't audio tape. You know what this is? Scotch tape. Take a piece and put it over your mouth so the friggin' ice cream can't get in there and watch the pounds melt right off you. Try it for 30 days. If it doesn't work, fuck you. You're not getting the money back. All right? Because you lied. You kept eating, you fat bastard. You want the money back? I'll make you a deal. Come on, try and catch me. Look, you can't even run. You're such a fat... Oh, now you fell down. This is a disgrace. Act now and I'll send my other tape. Stop smoking, you stupid bastard. So by now you're wondering, what is good? You know what is good about the late night television, ladies and gentlemen? If you're anything like me, and you're up late at night and you can't fall asleep because you keep having that one thought over and over. Which is the best fishing lure available? There's always a guy out there with suspenders on your TV with a new way to attract the biggins. 4 in the morning, click, hi, my name's Bo Wheatley, master fisherman, and I've used every rod and jig and spinner and spoon and hook and line and lure there is. And they all suck. I tell you what, these here lures couldn't catch a yeast infection if they was making love to Betty Crocker in a Bisquick condom. And that's why I invented this here fishing lure. Now this here is your Johnny Mathis musical fishing lure. Fish can't resist this Johnny Mathis music when it hits the water. Watch this. Chances up. There he is, just like I told you. You get this Johnny Mathis lure and you'll be getting more bites than a mailman wearing a cat suit and a Volkswagen full of pit bulls, son. Here he comes now. Let's get him up on this boat here. Look at that. Now ain't that a pretty fish? Look at him. I'm gonna take him right home and mount him. Either that or I'm gonna stuff him and put him on a wall somewhere in the house, because, you know, last time I mounted a bass, my wife walked in and caught us. And she was none too happy to see a fish wearing her best panties, I'll tell you that. But it wasn't my fault. The damn bass was asking for it. You know how they get sometimes. He had his mouth open real wide like that. Johnny Mathis music was playing. Shit, I'm only human. Between you and me, best piece of bass I ever had, brother. Tell you what, I am a bass man. Late night television is the place to be if you need legal representation. Some of your finest lawyers in America pop on the tube at about 4 in the morning. And you know this guy is a really good lawyer. You know how you can tell? Always has a big stack of law books behind his head. What more proof do you need? And he's always a really bad actor. Why does he do his own commercial? He always like really stiff and he like overemphasizes things. He's like, click, hello, welcome. My name is Marvin A. Goneff of the law firm of Goneff, Zilch, Nada, and Bupkis. Are you an American between the ages of 0 and 129? Chances are you're entitled to a whole lot of cash. Have you fallen down? Have you been in an automobile accident? Have you woken up in a dental chair with your pants around your ankles and your head lying in the spit sink? Have you ever been outside of your house, used a consumer product, or had contact with a fellow human being? If so, you have been wronged and are entitled to a whole lot of cash. I'm Marvin A. Goneff, and I will fight for you. Like I fought for this young lady here.
Yes, I was standing on the 14th floor of an office tower when there was an automobile accident that I wasn't technically a part of. Marvin Goneff got me $76 million. My hat is off to you.
That's right, I'm Marvin Goneff. I'll fight for you like I fought for this typical taxi cab driver. Yes, hello, welcome to me. I was driving along in my cab on the freeway, and I hit a hole. The plastic Gandhi popped from my dashboard, hit me above my eye, and made a tiny, tiny scratch. Marvin Goneff got me $800 million. What can I say? My turban is off to you, Marvin Goneff. That's right. I'm Marvin Goneff. And I will fight for you. Like I fought for this man here. Yeah, I was working in the chemical plant when I began to have a string of suspicious sicknesses. Yeah, in 1 month, I got heart disease, malaria, pneumonia, omonia, ammonia, the rockin' pneumonia. I got diarrhea, pyorrhea, gonorrhea, Rhea Perlman. I got leprosy, pleurisy, jealousy, athlete's foot fungus with the tough actin, tenactin. Yeah, then I got the gangrene, the pink eye, the blue balls, penis envy, Moby Dick. I got 5 o'clock shadow, noon whistles, morning sickness, yellow fever, red buttons, mad cow disease. I got PMS, TMJ, HBO, Nick at Night, the Discovery Channel, and I believe this was not a coincidence, occasional lower back pain. That's right. Marvin Ganev got me $5 trillion. The metal plate in my head is off to you, Marvin Ganev. That's right, I'm Marvin Ganev. I fought for them, and I will fight for you.
That's his job. Oh, thanks. Thank you. What a crowd. Thanks. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right, then. Speaking of lawyers, anybody here still married? People up front, over here. Yeah? You too? How long you been married?
40 years.
Wow, 40 years, ladies and gentlemen. Hey? 40 years. See, the good news is they've been married 40 years, and the bad news is that gets applause. When people are married like they're supposed to be, it's like they did a magic trick. It's like, we're not divorced. My partner, Siegfried. It's hard to stay married. The only people right now that are really hot on the idea of getting married, the gay people. And I say, let them. This is America. Gay people have the same right to lose half their shit as the rest of the population. What the hell's that all about? All I can say is be careful what you wish for, my gay friends. I think they have a great deal. I would love to be able to say to somebody, honey, I know it's been 5 years. I'd love to marry you, but it's against the law. What can I do? My hands are tied. We'd be fugitives. What kind of life would we have, dear? You know, it's hard. People get in these relationships. It's so hard. Everybody's reading books. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I have a book coming out about my experience in love. The title of it is... You want to know why my relationships don't work? You want to know why? Ask me why. I don't fucking know. I don't know what goes wrong. What goes wrong? It is all so good at the beginning. When you first fall in love, there's nothing like making love. Oh, boy, it's like a rocket launch in the boudoir. You're taking off your shirt in the bedroom, and you can almost hear the NASA guy in there with you going, T-minus 4, 3, 2... You know, but if 5 years go by and you're not happy, it's not exactly a rocket launch now, is it? It's more like a crappy commuter flight to Buffalo in the bedroom. You're taking off your clothes and you hear this guy.
Folks, we're going to get underway with our very short, regularly scheduled sexual activity. We should be reaching the climax right on schedule in just about 5-6 minutes maximum. Point of interest, if you're on the right side of the bed, the closet door's open. You might want to start picking out your clothing for work tomorrow morning.
What happens, ladies and gentlemen? How does the sweet milk of romantic love curdle into the smelly provolone of marital hatred? It's my own damn fault. I don't blame the women. It's my own fault. You reap what you sow. Can I get an amen? In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Can I get a cuckoo-ca-choo? Thank you, brothers and sisters. What are you gonna get when you go after... You're like all these Ferrari women. Sexy, hot to look at down the street, but whoa, what a maintenance bill. That's what you get. That's what you're gonna get, damn it. Here's the difference between most of the women that I've ever been in love with and Charles Manson. Charles Manson has the decency to look like a nut when you first meet him. Yes! What? And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's more than you can say for most people out there. If you were on a date with Manson, you'd know right in the restaurant, this is gonna be an early night. You'd be right at your table going, this guy is a maniac. Why is he buttering the back of his chair? He just asked for the children's menu and ordered a child. Most people are crazy and they don't look crazy. Everybody has what they call emotional baggage. I understand that. But why can't I ever get involved with a woman with a small carry-on emotional bag? I always have to get involved with a woman with a big Jed Clampett moving to Beverly Hills smelly-ass truckload of emotional problems. You think you met your soulmate and then bang, they're driving in. Come listen to a story about a gal I used to see. Thought she was normal till I moved her in with me. First week she's crying, the next she's ecstatic. That's when she told me she'd been diagnosed manic.
Depressive, that is. Bipolar disorder. Girl had the suicide hotline on speed dial, if you know what I'm saying.
What's the problem? It all starts at the beginning. It all starts with the first date. Nobody tells the truth. You get on that first date. This is how you should announce your table in the restaurant. Imposters, party of two. Imposters, party of two. How much bullshitting will you be doing? We have a booth. How much lying and bullshitting will you imposters be doing tonight? You know how that goes. Guys have the nerve to wear a sport jacket on a first date in a restaurant, you lying sacks. Every guy should be honest, dress for the occasion on the first date. He should show up with a top hat, a white tie, and a cane. Because he's just doing the old song and dance. Every guy at that dinner table on the date has the same old tired, you know I really like kids. I don't care much for sports. I love scented candles and I don't believe in divorce. Tell me more about your cat. I'm hanging on every word. Lion sex. And then... and if that works and he gets the woman home into bed, it's her turn to put on the woman's song and dance, which is something like, I don't know how this happened, it must have been the beers. I haven't had sex with anyone in 20 or 30 years. 6, 7, 8, I'm not on the pill, I hope I'm not late. You know. He doesn't care. He's on to a whole new song and dance now, a new bullshit story. You know, I'd like to stay and cuddle, but I got an early meeting. And I'm going out of town for a year and a half. 2, 3, 4. Give me those pants, I'm out the door. Yeah, thanks. I almost killed myself. Well, thanks. Men and women are full of crap. That's why I stopped hanging out with those assholes. Lying sacks. They just lie about different stuff. Men always lie to make you think they're having more sex than they really are. Yeah, I just had some on the way here on the bus, pal. Women always want you to make you think that they never have any. They're always saying things like, I don't know how we wound up in bed together because before this, I haven't had sex for 3 years. Really? Well, dip me in mustard and call me hot dog. Well, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but let me see if I got this here. You are a beautiful woman who gets hit on every day. But you have been holding out and letting that jackpot build for 3 straight years. Until I showed up. A vertically impaired, balding-haired, leaping gnome with 3 bad jokes and a 6-pack, and I'm going to Disneyland. Praise Jesus! It's a miracle. A miracle has occurred. Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah? Thank you, brothers and sisters. So what's the solution? Ask me what? I say on a first date, you don't want a dinner table, damn it. What you want is a card table. The man and a woman meet up at a card table. Write down all their emotional problems on little cards and take turns slapping them on the table and being honest. First date, the guy's got his card, he goes first. He goes, hi, I'm Bob and I'm a Scorpio. She goes, hello, I'm Sally. I'm a psycho. Okay. My father locked me in the closet when I was 5 years old. My dad came out of the closet when I was 7 years old. I'm self-centered and obsessed with my appearance. I'm from Los Angeles also. All right. All right, it's my turn now. I can't have an orgasm unless I'm on top. I can't have an orgasm unless I'm on crack. I have an imaginary friend named Bosco. You know Bosco? I'm neurotic. I need to see other people. I'm schizophrenic. I am other people.
Okay, it's fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna go now. Okay.
Now, the other thing you could do on a date is you could go to the movies, although it's very hard to get the man and the woman to agree on what a good movie is. Last good movie I saw was that Braveheart. Did you see that one? I was watching the movie going, this Mel Gibson is a brave guy. If I was in this movie, it would be called Brave up to a point heart. They were torturing me with an axe, I'd talk. They had an axe pointed at Mel Gibson's peen. And they said, if you say mercy, we won't do it. And he wouldn't do it. What a guy. An axe on the peen wouldn't tell him one word they wanted to hear. Folks, I had a prostate exam. I confessed to the Kennedy assassination. I heard that glove snap, I started talking. I just heard that, all right, it was me, okay? Just take it easy. I was young, I acted alone, I didn't know what I was doing. Now just, hey, back off, you fistosaurus, take it easy. Point that thing, you're gonna hurt somebody. Here's a tip, fellas, if you get the prostate exam, don't make the mistake I made. I got scared. You get scared, you get tight, you get nervous, it hurts even worse. No, you want that prostate exam to go good, you want to get psyched up before you go in. You want to get some adrenaline going, get pumped up. You got to walk in there like a wrestler talking trash. You got to go in with some prostate-tude. You got to kick the doctor's door open, rip off that paper gown. All right, Weinberg, I'm ready to party. You've been ducking me. It's time to stop the joking and start the poking. What do you want? You want some of this, huh? You want some of this? Come on, let's see what you got, tough guy. Come on, no glove. What, is that it? I don't feel anything. Is it in yet? What the hell's that? Come on. I've had bigger joints than an ashtray. Come on, Goldfinger, give it to me. Is that it? That's all you got? Here's your finger back, man. There was nothing. Yeah, the movies. You could go to the movies on a date, but it is so hard to get the man and the woman to agree on what a good movie is. Women will always tell you, why don't men like a romantic movie? False. Men love a romantic movie. A certain kind. Porno. Yes. Porno is the romance movie for men. To a guy, porno is a beautiful love story with the boring parts taken out. See, because it's like this. It's like, let's say this is the men and this is the women. What gets the men excited in the movies is goofy guy stuff like cars and guns and aliens and breasts and explosions and aliens with big exploding breasts. Women's movies are more sophisticated. Women have a technique in the movies they like. What's the word for the thing that women... Talking. There's a lot of talking. A lot of talking and yakking and yearning for a love that can never be. And as far as the men are concerned, wasting valuable killing and fornication time. So, ladies and gentlemen, how can we get a movie out there that is strong enough for the man, yet made for the woman? Lucky for you, I'm free all day in the hotel, and I've been working on one. It's called Waiting to Exhale.
With a vengeance.
Here's the men, here's the women, here's the plot. Watch how everybody winds up happy. Okay, movie starts. A group of bad guys take over a public place. They're gonna kill the hostages unless their evil, horrible demands are met. And all the men go, sounds like a good movie. Dun-dun-dun. For some reason, this whole evil plot is unfolding in a very upscale shopping center. Ding-ding-ding. What the bad guys don't know is the pissed off, hard-drinking super cop Bruce Willis is in the shopping center. Dun-dun. Dealing with his upcoming divorce by getting totally wasted in the bar at Hooters. Dun-dun. What Bruce doesn't know is that his wife is right now a hostage in the temporary command post of the bad guys. Victoria's Secret. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Okay. And Bruce Willis's wife is really hot, guys. She's got a butt that's too big and her hair's really long in the back, so if you want to make love to her, you could fantasize that she's like a pony, and then you... All right, that's just me. All right, now. Okay. The FBI shuts off the electricity and the mall goes pitch black. Dun, dun. The bad guys respond by lighting 600 lavender candles they got from Bed Bath & Beyond. Ding. Act 3 of the chase scene. Bruce Willis hops into a sports car, a brand new Dodge Viper, dun, dun, with a lighted vanity mirror on the passenger side. Ding. And there's a high-speed chase through the shopping center. First through the Sharper Image, dun, dun, then through Crabtree and Evelyn. Ding. On into Neiman Marcus, where they see that girl that sprays you with the cologne when you come in. Bam! They plow into where she goes flying. Da-dun, da-ding. All right. Now, into the movie, Bruce Willis and his wife reconcile, and they have really hot sex. Dun-dun. But first, they have foreplay. Ding! For an hour. Ding! And the wife is so happy, she says, "The heck with cuddling and talking. Let's put on that football game." Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Kickoff. Freeze frame. Credits. There you go. Watch, thank you. Watch my next man-woman classic, The Strip Joints of Madison County. Oh, it's so hard for women now, you know? Can't blame the women. They have it tough. Women have it tough. Women know when they get in a relationship, there's only 3 types of guys in the world. The loyal, the faithful, and the majority. They're like little straying dogs, those men, you know? They get a woman, it's like the guy in baseball who's got first base. He's got first base, but he's always checking out second base. He's always taking a little lead, seeing what's down there. And he wouldn't run, but he always has some asshole friend talking him into it who's like the third base coach going, "She's not looking, she's not listening, she's not looking. Now's the time, go down there, get going." And sometimes he almost goes, "Now's the time, oh shit, it's her birthday, can't go now, I gotta go back." Little straying dogs, these guys. Look at them all. Eddie Murphy, Hugh Grant. It's getting so Sunset Boulevard could have one of those Visa commercials. You could turn on the TV.
There's a place in Hollywood where the hooker's pants are bright and the lights are even brighter. But if you go, bring your Visa card. Because the hookers on Sunset will take it any way you can give it. But they don't take American Express. Visa. It's...
What can you say about it? And you look at all these different characters and you go, what does it to the man? What makes it happen? Hugh Grant, look at that guy. He looks like a little blinky guy. I think I've got an idea. Why don't I put my entire life at risk just to get a blowjob from a hooker on Sunset Boulevard? How could his mind make that decision? I don't think it could. I don't think it was his decision. I think it was somebody else's decision. If anybody should be on trial in a case like that, it's the penis of Hugh Grant. I say we put that little worm in the witness chair and get his thoughts on the case. Do you state your name for the court, please? Certainly, Peter Grant. All right then, Peter. Peter, would you describe your condition on the night of the Hugh Grant Divine Brown incident? Yes, I'd say I was horny that particular evening. And your condition the night before? I'd have to go with horny as well. In fact, you've been horny the last 7,000... Objection calls for a conclusion on the part of the penis. I'll withdraw. I've done that. That'll be enough. Peter, please tell the court if the woman in this photograph is Divine Brown. It's hard to say. It was very dark where I was that night. All right, then. How about these dental x-rays? Take your time. Yeah, that's the girl. What's your point? Peter, did you order Hugh Grant to get that hooker? You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Son, I'm trained for only 3 things in the entire world. Fornication, urination, don't get kicked. That's my entire life. I populate this entire planet, and this is the thanks I get. You hide me away like some kind of turtleneck freak. Did you order Hugh Grant to get that hooker? You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. Women aren't always available. That means I have to be ready to fire at all times. And deep down in places you don't talk about at that marriage counselor, you want me in that pussy. You need me in that pussy. Did you order? You're damn right I did. I was doing my job. I do it again. Good job. There you have it. Thank you. No. Hey. Woo! I hope I'm not offending anybody with my little jokey things here. That's never the point of the whole thing. Sometimes people get mad at jokes. That pissed me off. Why? Why? How do you have time for that in your little life? Come on. Could be over in a second. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at life, we're all on the Hindenburg. No point fighting over the window seat. That's the way I'm looking at it. I wasn't always such a big philosopher, but then I got caught on an airplane that had an emergency and I thought I might die. I don't want to say the name of the airline, no point in embarrassing them on television. Let's just say it wasn't a foreign airline, it was an American airline. And leave it at that. And it's amazing when you think you're gonna die how your priorities change. You know, I was on that airplane, I came there in the morning, I had no sleep, I walk up to the counter and the woman is going, "I'm sorry, Mr. Jeni, I don't see a first class seat here for you. We're gonna have to put you in coach." Look, lady, I don't think you understand. I'm a frequent flyer on this airline. I got this gold card here, and I'd appreciate it if you would straighten it out. So I'm hiking back to row 37. Last row on the plane. Only reason you want to sit here is either you have diarrhea or you are anxious to meet people who do. 2 inches from the toilet. The guy sitting next to me is a big fat guy wearing sandals on his big hairy Flintstone feet. And he had that one yellow toe with the fungus. And he had those sandals that have the little leather band so as to showcase this amber gem and frame it properly for the 6 hours that I'm gonna have to look at it. And I go to the guy, "What is wrong with you?" He goes, "Well, I'm comfortable." "Well, I'm not, Spartacus. This is an airplane, it's not the Last Supper." "Oh, my feet need to breathe." "So does everybody else on this flight. I'm thinking of opening that bathroom door behind us to get some air in here." And our flight attendant, some guy, very handsome young man, very excited to be there. This guy, Steve, starts making announcements. In the unlikely event of a water landing, in the unlikely event of a fire, and I'm sitting there having my breakfast, 6 honey roasted peanuts and a ginger ale. All pissed off, and I'm thinking, you know what, Steve? If it's that unlikely, I prefer you didn't even bring it up. Because if it's really not gonna happen, it's cruel to bring it up. You might as well just make up any kind of horrifying thing that's not likely. You might as well just, ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. In the unlikely event that I should run bare-ass through the main compartment, wearing a World War I Kaiser helmet, singing "Clang, Clang Went the Trolley," well, by golly, the drinks are on me. You know what I mean? You just want to be cruel. Watch this one. Hi, it's the captain again. You know, in the unlikely event that I'm not really an airline pilot, I'll be pointing the plane toward the ground at a 90-degree angle. In the unlikely event you should survive impact and need to eat your fellow passengers, may I suggest the fat guy with the yellow toe sitting next to Richard Jeni in row 37. So I'm sitting there, we take off. Steve comes over and says to me and the guy next to me, "We have a choice today. We have chicken and Salisbury steak." So the guy goes, "I'll have the chicken." So I go, "Yeah, I'll have that too." And Steve goes, "We just ran out." I go, "What?" "He got the last piece." "Oh, really? Nice going, Barabbas." This is the last straw. We take off. I'm writing a pissy letter now. "Dear American Airlines, why am I sitting next to the toilet? What the heck is this? Why don't you have any chicken? And another thing, I smell smoke in this plane and..." I was, "Hey, you smell smoke?" The guy goes, "Yeah, it's probably some idiot lit a cigarette in the bathroom." "Yeah, that's probably it." "Now some idiot smoking a cigarette in our bathroom and I..." Cigarette made out of rubber and electrical wires. That's a nasty habit this guy has. And you know the old saying, where there's smoke, there's panic. This one guy freaked, and that didn't have a good effect on the rest of the passengers because it was Steve. That guy turned into Porky Pig. He got on the microphone. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a small emergency here. We're going to turn the plane around and try and fly back to the airport. Please don't be concerned because here at American Airlines, safety, and I quote, is our #1 problem. That's what comes out of the guy's mouth because he's scared, right? And I was going, "You have nailed it, Steve. That is our #1 problem." If Casey Kasem was here, he'd say, "Let's take a look at our #1 problem right now." Moving down a notch to #2, they were out of the chicken. And taking over the #1 problem spot, the plane's on fire, and we're all gonna die a horrible death. So, and you start thinking, whoa, I could really die up here. This could be it. This plane's filling up with smoke. It's bouncing. What are my regrets in my life? And you realize you only have one regret, being on that goddamn plane. That's all you care about. don't care about any of this other stuff. I don't care about the chicken. I don't care about anything. I would eat that guy's toe on a cracker if it would get me off this plane. Of all the people that are flying around on planes that are not on fire, I have to be on a flying shush kebab with Steve the stuttering steward and a fungal Roman emperor. Why is it such a cruel world? Why me? How could it happen? And you're sitting there, boy, you're looking out that window going, oh, come on, run away, come on, run away. Yes, I'm alive. And you love everybody. Nice toe, buddy. Let's go out for chicken sometime. I'm just saying you have to be thankful for your little things in your little pishy little life. I know that's corny to say, but it's kind of true. You complain around here and you look around the world and you realize, wow, some people, I read about the Congo, that country, the Congo, the people make $16 a month. No offense, but how poor can you be? You could go to the best restaurant in that country and bribe the head waiter with a penny. Do you have a reservation? No, I don't, but I think my friend Abe Lincoln does. I'd like to see my table now. So you think about it, how bad is your little stupid life, you know? I actually have my own satellite dish. Me, a little stupid pecker like me. My own satellite dish that plays porno movies 24 hours a day. I mean, it plays other stuff too, I'm assuming. And I gotta tell you, I'm not embarrassed to tell you that, because I know what you're doing. I read books. 90% of all guys masturbate. A fact. The other 10%, no arms. Proven fact. Yes, a fact. Oh, yeah. 60% of the women do it. 60%. And the other 40% expect you to believe it takes that long to take a fucking bath. Come on. Get out of the bathtub, will ya? What are you doing in there? I'm not clean yet. Get out of there. Nobody's that dirty. Come on, it's Tuesday. Well, why not? I think you should be proud of your masturbational activities. People are always bragging about all the sex they're having. Why shouldn't you brag about all the jerking off you're doing? You know, guys like to twist your ear off. All right, Rich, so we get home, right? And she covers me with, like, Vicks Vapor Rub, right? Then she takes one of those cake riders and shoves it up my butt and fills it with Fruit Loops. Hey, 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 hey! Just shut up. Listen to one of my stories for a change. Gather around, boys. I got an anecdote for you. Okay. I get home Tuesday, and I'm alone, right? I know. I didn't think anything was going to happen either. Next thing you know, I shut the lights. Boom, I'm all over myself like a cheap suit. Upstairs, downstairs. Doing it all over the house. And then I had to stop because... Lo siento. I'm so sorry. I did not know. Come on. Especially if you're a woman who's reached her sexual peak age. You can get a guy that can keep up with you all night, but then you gotta get up early and drop him off at school. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. You know how it is when a guy passes their sexual prime. Most nights they got that one bullet in the chamber, if you know what I'm saying. The orgasm alone almost kills him. And if you don't believe me, gals, get a good look at him at the point of maximum joy. They don't look too sharp, do they? They got that just cross the tape at the Boston Marathon look. You know when the guy comes through the tape and he's like, just Gatorade splashing, knees buckling, you know what I mean? If you hook the average guy up to a machine making love, like a heart machine, this is what you see, look. Let's do it again. How's Tuesday? But I'm in the mood now. I'm in a diabetic coma. Better get up. I'm writing a check out of your account. That's all right. I'm putting fresh cut flowers in your butt crack. Whatever. If you don't do it, I'm gonna have sex with a guy that lives across the street. Hey, honey. Get the barbecue back while you're over there, will ya? That guy has had that for a month. That's bullshit. Barbecue borrowing motherfucker.
Don't you start that farting tonight, Richard. I'm not doing anything. Will you leave me alone? Stop that, you pig. I'm gonna make you sleep on the couch.
Yes, it is a known fact that men will fart in the bed while they're sleeping. But here's the really tragic news. So will women, it turns out. Oh, it was a dark day when I got that little nugget of info. The most beautiful little angel girl you ever saw. Sleeping with a little halo on her head. Cherubs were flying over her, sprinkling sleepy dust on her pillow. I can't even describe to you the magnitude and duration of this particular blast. Scientists now believe a similar blast may have ended the career of the dinosaur. Looking back, I should have known something big was headed toward our home. The barometric pressure had been dropping all day. There was a red sky that morning, and our pets had been acting a little skittish. The blast hit at 2:16 a.m. on a clear Tuesday night. If it was a musical note, it would be the word brave at the end of the Star-Spangled Banner. You know how long that goes? That's how long this thing just... And the home of the... Curtains blowing out the window. Dog running under the bed. Tropical fish hiding in the castle. Cherubs coming down with their wings on fire. Brave. And I was going, whoa. Whoa. I can never look at you the same way again. Mainly because of the retina damage. And I'm not trying to embarrass any women. God love all the women of America. But they will not admit it. They will go to their grave. I did not. Don't you say I did not. You're making it up. Oh, am I? Suppose I'm making up these burn marks here in our mattress. Snoopy's features are barely recognizable. What's all this purple confetti? That used to be your underwear. It was a force of nature. Who are these men? They're a hazmat team. Pat your shit. We gotta go to a hotel. We're lucky to be alive, damn it. How many people believe in God in the crowd? A lot of people believe in God. Yes. All right. How many people in the audience are Catholic? Applaud if you are. Oh, quite a few. Okay. And how many are sure to go to church every Sunday? A small gap. Okay, so let me see if I got you here. You believe that somewhere up in the sky there's an old man in a beard who sits behind a gate and is surrounded by little angels who play musical instruments. And their arch enemy is a red man with horns and a pitchfork. But the part you can't believe is you have to get up early on a weekend. What kind of crazy stuff is that? Well, I don't blame you. My mom used to take me to Catholic church. Every weekend, my mom took me to Catholic church, and I think I speak for everyone here when I say, huh. Oh, that ain't no rock and roll show there, boy. That's why every week, auto racing attendance is going up, and Catholic church attendance is going down. Plus, auto racing has better commercials. If you turn on the radio, Sunday, Sunday. The church should use them, maybe to get the crowd back. You turned on your radio and heard,
attention church fans. This Sunday at 12 o'clock Mass, see Big Daddy Monsignor Murphy take on the devil himself. The priest from the east versus the thunder from down under. It's all about 12 o'clock Mass, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And they'll be going, sounds fucking great, man. Get the car. We'll go Saturday night. We'll tailgate. Party.
You know, but... Well, they got to do something to liven it up. As it is, MASS is actually short for massive head trauma. Sustained from your mother whacking you in the side of your head every 5 minutes because you keep thinking up goofy things to do because you're bored to death. Every week, man, I'd be sitting in that little church pew with my mom and she'd just keep hitting me. And you're bored, and the priest uses a word like Hosanna. You can't help it. You're 9, automatically. Oh, Hosanna. And your mother hits you. Stop doing that. All right, quit hitting me. Sit straight and you shut up. Don't embarrass me in here. Start acting like a Christian, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. You sit straight. All right, quit hitting me. The main problem is up in the front is a guy called a priest. His main job is to stand in one spot, no expression, no emotion, and say the word Lord upwards of 8 million times in an hour. No moving around, just standing in one spot. And he always has a very weird voice. Trust me, this is true. Every priest has a very clipped, just caught my privates in a car door, kind of Kermit the Priest sound to the delivery, like this. Lord, oh Lord God, oh God, Lord, oh Lord, as I must do each week, let me repeat things over and over again, so as to fill up a butt-ass boring hour. Lord, you are holy, 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 holy. Well, you are one holy guy there, Lord. And God named the animals. And the cow he called cow. And the dog he called dog. And the priest he called boring. All right. Why do you have to keep hitting me? You sit straight and shut up. You do not embarrass me in here. We are in God's house right now. God is in here with us. Yeah, God's in here, okay. What did he do, lose a bet? All right. Well, give me a break, Mom. Look at this place. Why would God be in here? If I was God, I'd be in front of the church by now on a cell phone smoking a cigarette. You'd walk out of the church and there'd be God with a telephone and a smoke. You'd say, God, what are you doing here? I couldn't take one more minute of that stuff. I didn't know what eternity was till I walked in that joint. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing outside the church? I'm just checking my messages. Hi, it's God. Anybody call? Yes, quite a few today, God. Let's see. 1 million people called from casinos to say they really need a 7. Alrighty then. 4 million people called from bathroom floors to say, make it stop and I'll never drink again. Okay. Oh, and are you having a party? Because 1 billion people called and said, yes, God, I'm coming. What do they mean by that? That's probably nothing. I gotta change my number. Something, but this guy is still going on. Lord, let me drag this out as long as I can. Let us read from the epistle of an apostle. Romans 7, Leviticus 3, 25 or 6-4. Chicago 1, St. Louis 0. Bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. It's a long fly ball. Jesus Christ was sent by God himself. And I'm sitting there going, why is this taking... All right, quit hitting me. Where did they get this guy from anyway, Mom? I kept thinking, this church is in the middle of Brooklyn, New York. Why can't they get one of these local Goodfellas, sharkskin, Joe Pesci type of guys, let him conduct the sermon, and we'd be out of there in 5 minutes? If a guy just came bounding up to the altar, hey, everybody, all right, sit down, shut up. I'm the Reverend Vinny Sippachalis. I'm double parked out there. I ain't got a lot of time. Okay, here's everything you gotta know if you want to be a Catholic and get into heaven. A long time ago, a broad you never met talked to a snake, bit a piece of fruit, so you're all born evil, no good scumbags. Hey, that part goes without saying. Okay, now, skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead. All right, the world's getting very evil. God sends down his son. There's a pregnant virgin in a barn. 3 wise guys come from the east. That's Christmas. Get a tree. Skip, 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 skip ahead. All right, now this guy Jesus, he's getting big. His friend rats him out. The Romans whack him. That's Easter. Get a bonnet. So, pretty much that's it. You got the priests, you got the saints, you got the Cardinals. Right now, the Saints are playing the Cardinals. I got a big bet on the game. I can't be here. God bless you. See you next week. There. Done. How hard is that? Thank you. Can I get an amen now? Good night, Cerritos. Thank you very much. Thank you, you were great.